and somebody else, we're all just like talking like, wait, the chicken's undefeated? And it's like, yeah, and it's like, wait, Gachuga's undefeated? And it's like, yeah, Gachuga's undefeated. So like we're just looking at that table like those two motherfuckers are our heroes. They need to keep winning. And that's when me and Jem revealed to them that Gachuga is actually planning on dropping because he has a date planned out already. Everyone just started fucking like, what? What? He's planning on leaving. He's undefeated right now. Even if he loses this, he's still contending for top 8. Which, in this regional, because of the amount of players, top cut instead of being top 4 was going to be top 8. So, like, everyone was like, even if he loses this, he still has a chance to make top cut. What the fuck is he thinking? What do you mean he's going to drop? Everyone's saying this shit. And we're like, hey, like, it's his choice. It's his choice. Like, do we agree with it? Nope. But it's his choice. He can do what he wants. Like, everyone was like, show up late, like, because I believe Gachuga's partner likes Sanrio a lot, and the shop we were in had a couple of Sanrio stuff, so, like, one of my suggestions to Gachuga was, like, show up late, but, like, take some Sanrio stuff, like a big-ass plushie or something, to make it better, dude. He didn't. At the end of that round, the chicken kept carrying. Yeah, no, the chicken kept carrying. He went 3-0 at that point, and Gachuga took his first L. And he didn't retire because like saltiness or anything, or because he took an L. He retired because of the date. But it's really funny that he lost once and he left. Round 4. Fucking round 4 was utterly pathetic for me. Like, I said round 3 was a massacre towards me, but round 4 was the real massacre. I was playing against Lord Nightmon. And Lord Nightmon has piercing, which that means if they swing into a Digimon and destroy it, they still check your security. That's cool. They also have D-Digivolve 2, so that's cool as well. They can unsuspend by deleting another Digimon, so that's real cool. And last but not least, they have a new mechanic from the time that I recorded the tournament called Coalition, which lets you fucking turn all your opponent's Digimon into blockers, and your opponent is forced to block with said blockers that have just become blockers. That was so redundant. You are a dumbass. So yeah, I just couldn't keep a body on field. The Lord Nightmon was really big. Even when I had the Omegamon Ace on field, he was, I think, yeah, he was like 19, while I was 15. So yeah, no, that was just completely countered, and that was probably my shortest round. Which was really funny because when I was waiting outside of like the tournament, like, because like we were separated in this little other area, which was really cool. But like, I was outside. I was like in the main lobby of the shop, and I'm just like there chilling on my phone, and I look up and I see one of the guys I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh and Weiss with. So I go over there and I'm like, oh shit, bro, what the fuck? And like, I give him a hug. I follow him around a bit. We're like talking. We go into the regional area again. We're talking to some other people that are like on one of the extra tables. They start talking Weiss, and then he tells me, oh yeah, and like Poopy Crap's right over there. And I was like, wait, Poopy Crap's here? And he goes like, he was right next to me when you hugged me. You missed him? And I was like, no way. So I just fucking turn around and I see this guy with like I think he was wearing like a hat backwards. I don't know. Maybe he was. I think he was actually. And he fucking, and like this emo punk shirt. And I just, without a doubt, without hesitation, I'm like, that's Poopy Crap. And I come from behind him and I just hug him while he's playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And just like the poopy crap I always know and love, motherfuckers like doesn't know who the fuck is hugging him from behind, doesn't know what's going on. He's just in the middle of a Yu-Gi-Oh game and he's still just looking at his hand, no reaction, just like, who is it? It wasn't until I go, hi. He was like, oh. Turns around, he was like, oh my god, what are you doing here? And I was like, I'm at the regional, dude. He's like, no way you're at the regional. I was like, yeah. He asked me my score. I'm like, I'm doing shit. He's like, yeah, I expected. And I was like, Ree. And he asked me like, are you here alone? And I was like, no, Jem's here. You kind of know him. Gachuga just took off after losing one. Okay. I kind of did that on purpose. He fucking kind of like stops and he's like, wait, Gachuga dropped after losing once? And I was like, nah, he dropped because he had a date and shit, but like still like pretty much everyone was giving Gachuga crap for like leaving, which is really fucking funny because we have our local scene giving Gachuga shit for leaving. We have the Yugi scene giving Gachuga shit for leaving. And we have me and Jen not really giving shit, but like being like, you should stay, bro. Maybe we were giving a bit of shit. Maybe. Gachuga will let us know in the comment section. But I will say this: Gachuga as a player, took an L. But Lechuga as a person took a W because he sent me a picture of his girlfriend because he dropped from the regional. He and his girlfriend were able to make it in time to this music festival that they were going to, so they could meet the lead singer of the band that Gachuga's girlfriend was really excited to go see. And like he showed me a picture of her and like widest smile you've seen on anyone. So like for Gachuga, for Gachuga as a player, an L. Lechuga as a person, huge W. And this is when Gem starts to shine. He took his first W of the game. He took his first W of the tournament. Which at this point, the only ounce of pride I had left was that I wasn't doing the worst in my group because of that one winning point in the draw. And as I explained the scoring system earlier, that means Gem now had 3 points to my 1 point.
Mock my pride?
Huh, let me tell ya, he's like a Saiyan.
I'm a killer!
So, out of the blue, I was at the bottom of the barrel. I was like, oh shit, I need 1 win at this point. I just want 1 win for myself because I don't think I can. No, I was like, if Gem loses the rest of his games, if that's his only win, and I get 1 win, I beat him by 1 point. That's what I was banking on. And that's when we jump into back in round 2, we went against a Mirage Galgamon with Grace Nova that beat me, but it was a close match, and it was a close match because I did not brick. Round 5 was against a Mirage Galgamon with Grace Nova, and I bricked. I bricked. Like, it was already a hard matchup, and I bricked. Game 1 was an easy game for him. I wonder if I brick game 2. Anyway, let's go to round 6.
That's rough, buddy.
Let's go to round 6, but before we go to round 6, I just want to announce that Gem won that round as well. So Gem took 2 wins, and we're going to round 6, which round 6 was the last one, unless you make top cut. So for me, it was end of the rope, end of the line. Gem beat me, because even if I won 1, I would have 4 points. To Gem's 6 points because he won his match. So I honestly kind of just like, fuck it. I'm just playing to play now. I don't care about win or lose anymore. And that's usually how I play when I'm high. That is usually how I play when I'm high, because when I'm high, I'm willing to see that the riskier play is the play I have to think the least about. And a lot of the time, the riskier play is the good play. Throughout that whole tournament, I was playing cautiously, I was playing slow, I was doing a bunch of shit, and it didn't help getting bricked. Obviously, getting bricked was what caused me a lot of losses. But if I had played a bit more recklessly, if I had played a bit heavier cost, if I had played a bit more aggressively as well, which is all stuff that I usually do when I'm playing high, which I'm usually high when I'm playing, I'm not gonna lie. It's stuff I wasn't doing, but it's stuff I usually do when I'm playing high. And since that's the round, and since I went into round 6 with that mentality, I went up against a Grace Nova. A pure Grace Nova, though. It had some, like, little tweaks, like I saw Parasite Mon in his security, and I thought that was a bit weird. But he said he was pretty much just testing it out with the Parasite Mon, and I was like, okay. It's not like a choice that I think a lot of people would make, but hey, sometimes you just find that combo that a lot of people don't see, and it ends up being like a really good combo, and everyone's like, oh shit, I never thought about that. So hey, maybe he's onto something. But point is, I was playing silly, I was playing reckless, and I 2-0'd. I took my first and only match. I took my first and only match of the tournament, and I did it in a 2-0 fashion. The first game, like I said, I was just fucking hard playing shit. Game 1 was where I was just like, I have a tamer with Ty in his name. You said your Digimon has 7,000 DP? He's like, yeah. I was like, hard play fucking War Greymon for 8 to fucking delete that shit. Fuck you. Like I was just seriously just playing silly and shit like that, and I was like, I need to learn how to play like that. I need to like learn how to play like that when I'm without it. Cause fuck, overthinking and misplaying and shit like that is always the worst. But yeah, it was still a really fun deck. The guy that I played was really fun to talk to as well. He was also a dude that I had seen at our local area once, but I say our local area because we don't go to the locals at that shop. We go to the locals at another one just because of scheduling issues. The other shop we go to is on Fridays at 7. Well, the one at that shop is Wednesdays at 6. But that's pretty much the end of the story. I slept 3 hours so I could place 43rd out of 47. I placed 5 places higher than last place. And for like curiosity to everyone, I can actually, well, for you guys, jump cut, got Chuga after dropping from the regionals after round 3 with 2 and 1 loss, placed 31st out of 47. We then go down a little bit to 40. That is Gem Hunter, and as I just said, 43 is me. Like I said earlier, Gachuga had a chance to make top cut, but again, I don't need to repeat myself. Me, I see the improvements I need to make to the deck. I see some improvements I need to make with my playstyle. Just so I don't have these two like radically different playstyles. One where I'm just like trying to like think and see everything and be like cautionary about everything, and then the other one that